As we move forward with our development, we're going to work with sales orders. Our goal is to be able to generate an order in our application and create it in SAP ERP. If the operation is successful, a sales order number created by SAP will be returned. In the event of any problem with the connection or creation of the order, it'll return the generated error. So we need to add a new attribute to our sales order transaction to store the number returned by SAP. We call it Sales Order SAP Number. We also define another attribute that will store the error message in case of any failure. We call it Sales Order SAP Last Message of long-var char type. This attribute will be a candidate key in this transaction. This means that it'll be a unique value identifying each sales order, even though it's not the primary key defined in the transaction. Therefore, we create the corresponding unique index in the sales order table on the new sales order SAP number attribute. Good. Now we need to import the corresponding BAPI to be able to create sales orders in the ERP. We go to Tools, Application Integration, SAP BAPI Import, and press OK. Then we go to Sales and Distribution, Sales, Sales Orders, and select Create From. We see its information in the list of parameters from the Detail tab. We've previously analyzed the parameters and objects to be imported by the BAPI in detail, so we will not dwell on them now. We import. As we know, the objects will remain in the Enterprise module. Once the process is finished, if we open the Enterprise module, we see the set of new SDTs and a new external object called SAP Customer Order. This external object has the sales document property and the creation method with its set of parameters. Just like before, we'll create a procedure that will receive the order number created by our application, and we'll try to create it in the SAP ERP. If the creation is successful, the procedure will return the sales order number returned by SAP, and if there are any failures, it'll return the error. The number returned by SAP will be recorded in the new Sales Order SAP Number attribute, and the message obtained from SAP when the order is created will be recorded in the Sales Order SAP Last Message attribute. Okay, we then create the Create Sales Order SAP procedure, and in the Rules tab, we define the PARM rule to receive the sales order identifier. We first define the connection data and connect to the SAP ERP. If there are no errors in the connection, the order header is generated. This data depends on the implementation of SAP in a company. An ID is created for the order type, in this example, TA, and the sales organization, distribution channel, etc. are indicated. The same goes for the customer. AG is the code indicating that this is a customer. In this for each, every line of the sales order is run through, and for each line, one is created for the product and another for the delivery. Then, to create or modify data in the SAP ERP through a BAPI, it's necessary to use the transaction begin and transaction commit methods. Some BAPIs do not commit to the database, so it must be triggered explicitly. In the middle, the order is created, and for that we must use the SAP Customer Order variable, defined based on the BAPI because it's an instance method. The BAPI's response is analyzed to obtain the SAP number, and the corresponding values are stored in the Sales Order SAP number and Sales Order SAP Last Message attributes. Finally, any errors generated are loaded. Once this procedure is finished, we must call it from the sales order transaction rules in such a way that for each new order that's generated, after being saved in the application tables, the same is created in SAP ERP. For that, we condition the call to the transaction's insert execution mode and to the on after complete moment, that is to say, after the transaction's commit. But if an error is generated here, we want to be able to send it again. so we'll customize the screen to work with sales orders. Remember that we had applied the list report floor plan when we applied the Fiori for Web pattern to this transaction. So we go to the Pattern tab, and in the List Report tab, we add the new attributes at the grid level. We also add a user action called Send to SAP. We want to define this action as an image, and for that, we set the control type property as image. We assign the name and also the code of an icon. We open the object and go to the events. In the associated event, and in case the sales order SAP number attribute is empty, we call the order creation procedure in SAP. As we said before, our goal is to be able to retry sending at any time. Since this is a user event defined in a web panel, which affects a specific line of the grid, we must trigger the refresh after it. Good. If we go now to the load event, we can change the tooltip text according to the order status. That is, if the order is already created in SAP or if it's pending to be sent. To see it running, we press F5. We see the sales orders with their current status. We send one of the pending ones and see the number returned by SAP. We could also, for example, change the background color according to each order status, change the icons, and so on.